Hey guys, video of the day. Sorry, I know it's been like a week. I'm not getting any views anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it's all right. It's building. I need to make videos every day. That's how you grow your YouTube channel. And one day my videos are gonna be found and it's gonna help a lot of people out fixing their small engine stuff. And I'm sure it'll grow then, but good tip I was told is videotape every day. So here we go. It was Thanksgiving. I had an awesome Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Screw Black Friday. You know, that's just a joke. So I hope you had fun on it though. So I got slammed. I got really swamped. Thank you guys. The community out here, awesome. Thank you guys so much. My business is starting to grow a lot faster than I thought it would, especially for being only 2 months in. I'm getting a lot of feedback. I've got a couple contracts from professional landscapers who brought me some stuff that I didn't even know they were landscapers, and other people were charging them way too much or weren't fixing their stuff. And so I just did honest business at a good price and fixed their stuff. And they came in and said, hey, we want a contract with you. So I really appreciate that. If you guys are watching, you guys are awesome, and I plan on doing good work with you guys in the future. Today only, just today, I got a snow blower. I got a tiller back there. I got some weed eaters here that I need fixed. I had a backpack leaf blower just get sent out the door. Tip of the day right there, the guy ran it with straight gas without mixing the oil in. I freed up the motor and I got it running, but it's not happy. As I said, you know what, man, it's running, but save up, be prepared to buy another one, just run it into the ground. So this is what we're gonna talk about today, is this big guy. So, my wife's videotaping for me. I got my kids here watching cartoons. If you hear my kids, they're awesome. So there's gonna be 2 videos today. Today is gonna be this quad, which I already got running, and I'm gonna explain it to you. And hopefully this is some good information on if you just picked up a used quad or something like that to help you get it running. The Chinese quad that left, I know I didn't get the second half of that video. I apologize. I got it running, it's gone. I was too swamped. I worked a couple 16-hour days just to get Thanksgiving off. I'm pretty sure I just said that, so I apologize, but there's videos out there. It was the CDI unit. It's called New Racing, CDI. They're like, you know, they're on eBay, you can buy them, and there's videos on YouTube. Just look up Chinese quad wiring, CDI, and there's a couple videos out there of guys doing it, and you can get that information there, and I'm sorry you guys missed it. So today's 2-part video. Today we're gonna upload this one about the quad, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start buttoning up this. I got a lot going on with this. A lot of parts came in. Tomorrow we're gonna be welding up the exhaust, rebuilding the carb, putting the cover back on. To do all this, I gotta rip the motor out. Then the motor's gonna go back in with the cover and get it all buttoned up, and then it's just gonna be some welding on the deck, and I'm gonna have this back to the guy. It's been a minute. He hasn't been in a rush. Nice gentleman, but I need to get it done. It needs to go. So today I had a friend of mine call me, a really good friend of mine, and he said, hey Jeff, Honda 4-wheel drive quad, online, $500. And I was like, dude, you're even not running. I don't care if it needs a whole motor, go get it. You know what I mean? At least in our area, that's a steal. You see these things online all the time for $1,200 to $3,000. Some of them not running. So he goes, well, I don't have a truck, so I'm coming to get you. So he came, he ripped me out of the shop. We grabbed the shop truck and the trailer. We headed out of town like 10, 15 minutes and met the guy. As soon as I said, hey, can I try turning it over? And it was good he brought me, because I'm his mechanic. Just to go over to see if it would be fixable, running, or what he was gonna be into it. So the guy had a charger on the battery on the quad, and I asked him if I could turn it over, and I tried turning it over, and I instantly knew what the problem was, right then and there. And I said, Joe, it's worth it. Give the guy the money he wants. He, you know, so they talked, met somewhere, and they made an agreement and picked up the quad. So I'm gonna show you guys, hopefully this will be the helpful tip. If you buy a used quad and you're having a problem, this is what's going on. So here's the quad, and it's a little torn down, okay? So here is the problem. This was the problem with this quad, okay? here's the big difference between quads and cars, okay? On a car, you need your battery to run your motor, okay? And your alternator, they have to work together to work, okay? So if your alternator dies in your car, it'll make spark and run off the battery until it drains the battery, okay? If your battery dies, it'll run off your alternator, and your alternator will run the car until you shut it off. So they have to work together. On a quad, they're completely separate, okay? On a quad, you have your battery, okay? And the only thing the battery does on your quad is turn the starter. That's it. That's the only purpose for it, okay? So that's it. It runs your starter. Your battery will not give you spark. It will not give you anything. Okay, an alternator, also known as a stator, on these four-wheelers are down in here, okay? They're actually in your crank, and here's your wiring coming out. Here's your wire harness, okay? So what happened is when I tried to start it, and the guy said, I've been working on it a couple months, it won't start. I have a new battery in it. So here's the battery that was in this quad. Okay, somewhere over here. There we go. Look at this. This is not going to turn that motor over very fast at all. This is for a kid's 50cc quad. Some small mowers, riding mowers and stuff, it's not going to push a 500cc four-wheeler. So here was the problem. The battery wasn't turning the motor fast enough, okay? The problem was he didn't have a big enough battery, okay? All it does, the battery does, sorry, my kid's back here having fun. He loves working on stuff. He always says, I want to help Dad. So, you know what he's gonna do when he gets older. So all the battery does is turn the motor. If the motor doesn't turn fast enough, that stator, that alternator's not gonna make enough energy to cause spark. Okay, so that was it. The battery was too small, it wasn't turning the motor fast enough, and it would never start. It wasn't making enough energy, it wasn't spinning fast enough. So, this is not the battery for it, okay? This is, this came out of Monster Project just to test it out, and it wouldn't fit in the pocket. This one's too big, right? But I got some jumpers and I extended the cables out. All right, Bubba, plug your ears.
Plug your ears.
So, and the guy, he thought it was a switch. He tore into this. I have to button some things back up and fix it. He had torn into it, but I got it back together enough to test it. I need to put the handlebars back together. So let's get the Kickstarter in here and get Colton moved back a little bit.
Move back. Plug your ears.
And here you go. That was it. Just the battery. Key on helps. Might have to choke it. So yeah, it doesn't idle. I need to up the idle adjustment, probably turn out the low jet, and that's it, guys. So there's your information, your tip of the day. Go buy a used quad. If the guy says, I don't know why it won't run, and you're trying to get over and it's going blah, 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 and it's not turning over fast enough, she isn't gonna start. It's not gonna cause enough electricity. So my buddy scored $500 and he got a running quad. He just had to buy a battery. Can't beat it. I told the guy too that when he was selling, he was like, this is worth more and it's an easy fix. I didn't get into details what it was, and the guy said, I'm done with it, I want out. And he said, I got some bills to pay, so we ended up buying it. So there you go. All right, guys, so be prepared for my video tomorrow on the Monster Quad. Woodworth's Repair on Facebook. My name is Jeff. YouTube. I canceled Google. It really wasn't worth it. That stuff is $200 a month and I got 3 calls. I'm advertising through Facebook and I'm getting tons and tons of work through that. So Google, for you guys wondering small business wise, Google's not worth it. Don't waste your money. Radio's not worth it. Don't waste your money. Facebook, and then so Woodworth's Repair. I'm in the Tri-Cities, Washington. If you're here, you don't want to mess with it, I'll be happy to fix it. If not, call me. I'll help you guys do tech calls on the phone. That's why I'm doing these videos, is to help people learn small engines, because it's a dying trade, you know, and everyone has one. So, all right, you guys, have a great day. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. See you next time.